Hello, welcome to the Virtual College Exploration sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Counselors and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. Just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com/Virginia. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website. Now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter from Virginia Wesleyan University.
All right, hello everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. My name is Stephanie Herron. I'm Senior Enrollment Counselor for Virginia Wesleyan University Global Campus. Just to confirm, can you all see my screen? I will go with yes.
Yes, looks good.
Thank you so much. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to go through this presentation very quickly. At the end, you'll have my contact information, so reach out with any additional questions or use the Q&A. So Virginia Wesleyan University is Coastal Virginia's premier university of the liberal arts and sciences. We're located right on the crossroads of Norfolk and Virginia Beach, about 25 minutes from the ocean front and about 15 minutes from the Chesapeake Bay. By tradition, we are affiliated with the United Methodist Church, but it's not a requirement for attendance. We do have a non-denominational worship service on Sundays and so forth, but we do not require you to take any religious classes and so on and so forth. We're very proud of our diversity rates. So the past couple of years, we have been featured in the U.S. News and World Report's top 25 liberal arts colleges for our ethnic diversity on our college campus. A few other things about our location, the opportunities for internships and undergraduate research. We have excellent partnerships, especially for students who want to study marine sciences or medical field, psychology, you name it. The faculty are so well embedded in the community and willing to make those connections for you. Likewise, if you have not been to Virginia Beach, I definitely encourage you to come visit our campus. You will receive a $1,000 visit grant for coming in for an official tour. And then you can also get a chance to experience what Virginia Beach has to offer as a whole. We do have about 300 acres, so our campus is pretty large, but it's in a private area. So we only have one entrance on and off campus. It is gated. Students usually show their student ID, faculty and staff. Likewise, you can have guests if you're a resident on campus. That's no problem. But safety is definitely safety and security is definitely a priority for us. We have campus safety officers on campus 24/7, and we do have a Live Safe application for your phone. So this is just an emergency alert system to keep folks informed in case anything were to happen on campus. The last several years, we've invested a lot of funds into new enhancements and facilities on campus, about $70 million, in fact, and all of that has come through private donors and fundraising, and President Miller will not break ground on any sort of project without having it being fully funded. So two of which are our newest facilities down at the bottom. You see the Greer Environmental Sciences Center, which is that image on the left, and the Susan S. Good Fine and Performing Arts Center, which is on the right. Two of our brand new newest facilities. This past year, we've done renovations on our dining facility. We have a brand new Town Bank Arena, and so on. So that being said, just within the last 5 years, we've definitely grown to stay contemporary with our student needs. So as I mentioned in the first slide, Virginia Wesleyan University is a liberal arts institution. Why that's important is because the emphasis on problem solving, creative thinking, communication skills, these are all emphasized in the classroom throughout each of your classes. And why, again, that is important is because these skills are highly sought out from employers. They're soft skills, so there's something that you can't necessarily teach somebody. You really have to cultivate them through your learning and applying them to practice outside of the classroom. They're also transferable. Studies have shown that younger generations are more than likely going to change their career paths within 4 to 5 times during their lifetime. So having these skills part of your toolbox make you very competitive when you go out into the workforce. In general, we do have about 39 majors, 31 minors, and pre-professional programs, especially if you are seeking to get into a field that does require you to have an advanced degree. And our small class sizes are about 13 students per faculty member. So again, why that's important is because the faculty really want to build those relationships with the students and being supportive for them, even up until the point of your first class through and after graduation. And then we also have a space on campus called the Lighthouse. So this is your one-stop shop for all of your experiential learning opportunities that you'll be doing outside of the classroom, such as doing internships, maybe even doing a study away course or career development. We have staff that will help you build your resume and review your cover letters and also help you seek job placement. And undergraduate research is something we definitely highlight for our students because we do focus more so on the undergraduate level. You're not competing with graduate students for spaces on campus or access to faculty members. The Batten Student Center is our hub of student life. I could talk forever about this, but essentially if you're not in the classroom, if you're not in the library, if you're not in the dining center, you're definitely going to spend most of your time in the Student Center. So this is where you'll find the fitness room, the pool, Office of Student Activities, Greek life, certain campus traditions. There's a rock climbing wall, as you can see. The young girl, she looks quite scared, but I've done it myself and it's not fearful. But anyways, like I said, outside of the classroom, this is where you're going to find all of your recreation on campus. Now getting to the numbers, we are a private institution, so all of our money does come from within. And that's why our sticker price seems so high compared to maybe some other schools that you're looking at. This is why we offer students generous scholarship money. So as a transfer student, we do look at your cumulative GPA from all of your previously attended institutions and determine what your scholarship looks like. Now, our transfer scholarships do go up to $20,000, which are renewable each year. If you do live on campus, the room and board is about $10,000. But like I said, all students receive a merit scholarship. 98% of our students receive financial aid, most of which comes through the FAFSA. By filing your FAFSA and sending it to Virginia Wesleyan, you'll receive a $1,000 FAFSA grant. Coming onto campus or doing one of our individual virtual sessions, you'll receive a $1,000 visit grant. And likewise, we do provide Virginia Wesleyan grants for students, which is based on need. Whoops. Did I run out of time?
Yeah, thank you though.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you all for listening.
Next, we'll be hearing from Fairmont State University.
Hello, my name is Harry Jeffries. I'm an admissions counselor here at Fairmont State University. I'm here to be your guide through the application, admission, and enrollment process. I or one of my colleagues in the Office of Recruitment will be glad to help you navigate through choosing a major or contacting one of our world-class faculty members. Fairmont State University sits on a charming hilltop campus in Fairmont, West Virginia, located in the north central part of the state. Because we're surrounded by nature, our campus community has unrivaled access to outdoor adventures like biking, hiking, and skiing, all within a 1 to 2 hour drive. We're also close to major cities like Pittsburgh, Columbus, and Washington, D.C. Our campus community regularly travels to these cities to experience their world-class arts, shopping, dining, and professional sports. Fairmont State University has 5 residence halls with a wide range of living options from single suites to quads. Because of our size, campus residents are never more than a short 5 to 10 minute walk from classes or dining or recreation. There's plenty of parking available whether you live on or off campus, and your parking permit cost is included in your fee, so you won't pay extra for having a car on campus. The hub of activity on campus centers around the Falcon Center, which is home to the dining hall, the recreation center, bookstore, and multiple student services. Fairmont State University offers over 50 undergraduate degree programs and 100 programs of study. We offer several programs you can't find anywhere else in the state, including National Security Intelligence, Community Health Education, Architecture, the FAA Part 141 Flight School. You're sure to find a major you love, whether you're in the science, the arts, business, or any of the other academic programs we offer at Fairmont State University. And if you're not sure what to major in, we offer academic pathways. These are groups of academic programs with overlapping research or creative interest, related coursework, or similar career paths that allow students to explore an area of interest while also helping them stay on track to graduate on time and saving tuition dollars. And no matter your major, there's no excuse not to be successful at Fairmont State University. Our tutoring and testing service centers are free for students with no cap on the number of hours that you may take advantage of. Participating in an organization or club is a great way to explore a field you love and build friendships that last a lifetime. Fairmont State University has over 60 clubs and organizations, so you're sure to find one you enjoy. Fairmont State also has a vibrant and active Greek life with 3 fraternities and 3 sororities. We offer a dozen of intramural activities, including solo and team sports. We offer club sports where you will play with clubs from other schools. We are a Division II NCAA school. We play in the Mountain East Conference. We have a combined sport total of 17 sports for men and women. Fairmont State University not only has one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, but because we have such stellar outcomes, our value is unmatched. In addition to financial aid and academic programs that are structured to help you graduate on time, we offer multiple scholarships based on factors such as financial need or academic standing. You'll find complete information and application links at fairmontstate.edu/scholarships. If you like what you're seeing and hearing, applying to Fairmont State University is fast and easy. The full list is on our website at fairmontstate.edu/apply, but here's a quick rundown of what you'll need. For transfer students, you will need, excuse me, a 2.0 overall college GPA, and if you are transferring less than 24 hours, you will also need to meet the general admission requirements for first-time freshmen, which are at least a 2.0 high school GPA or homeschool GPA, and an 18 ACT or 950 SAT test. But please be aware, due to the situation with the COVID-19 pandemic, we have waived the ACT and SAT test requirements, although we still encourage students to take the test so that you can reach your maximum benefit for any financial aid or scholarships that will still require those test scores. We would love to connect with you after today's presentation. In addition to the contact information you will see on the screen, we also now offer a live chat feature on our website from Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. You will also find links to our virtual campus tour. There are links to meet one-on-one sessions with academic admissions counselors, and you will also find weekly information sessions where you will hear information from admissions, financial aid, and housing. Here is my and Summer's contact information. Summer is the Assistant Director of Recruitment and works specifically with transfer students. You will also find across the top of the current slide the address for if you would like to go on and request more information from our institution. That concludes my presentation. I would like to thank everyone for attending today, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to present what Fairmont State University can do to help you achieve your goals.
Thank you. Just a reminder, you can ask questions in the Q&A box at any time. And next we'll be hearing from Virginia Tech.
Hi, everyone. So thanks so much for joining us this evening for this nice collection of presentations. I'm Jared Delaney from Virginia Tech. I serve as Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admissions, and it's my privilege to work directly with transfer students throughout the admissions process. So feel free to reach out. You'll probably get connected with me or a member of our transfer team. We're happy to help you navigate all aspects of transferring. So I'm going to talk to you tonight about a couple of things, but first I want to give you an overview of our campus. So Virginia Tech is located in Blacksburg, Virginia, in Southwest Virginia. We have an expansive campus, 230 acres, which hosts our 34,000 total student enrollment, including undergraduate and graduate students. So a big campus, the largest research institution in the state of Virginia. In terms of academics, we have over 90 transfer programs spanning all academic disciplines. So If there is an interest that you have academically or a major that you're looking for, it is very likely that we have it at Virginia Tech. And we have even more graduate options if you're interested in pursuing a PhD, a master's, whatever it may be. Over 900 clubs and organizations. So outside of the classroom, if there's something, a hobby that you have, an interest that you have, you will find other folks excited about that on campus. Great way to expand your horizons, meet new friends, try out new things. For instance, I joined the club and learned to scuba dive at Virginia Tech while I was a student, as one example. Top-rated student life and dining. I always share that my favorite part of being a Virginia Tech student was the food. I'm not bashful about that. So we hope that at some point you'll have a chance to eat the food on campus, maybe as a Virginia Tech student. We are Division I in all major men's and women's NCAA athletic sports, and we offer club and intramural sports for everybody to participate and have a good time. In terms of thinking about transfer specifically, it's a great time to plan a transfer to Virginia Tech. We have welcomed consecutively 2 of our largest transfer cohorts in the past 2 years. In fact, about 1 in 6 students who earns a Virginia Tech undergraduate degree came to Virginia Tech as a transfer student. So I don't have time to talk about all the majors, but I would encourage you to check out our website to learn more about each of the options. They span all the academic disciplines that I was talking about. We're very well known for engineering, but there is so much more to offer. So check out the website to find more information about specific programs. Now this slide is packed full of a lot of information, but I want to cover it pretty quickly. So these are some important resources specifically for thinking about planning a successful transfer. The most important factors for transfer admissions are that you're taking the right types of classes that position you well for success in the major that you're going to come into. We admit transfer students directly into the major that they want, but we expect that you're going to come in well prepared, having taken some prerequisites. So we got a resource called our Admissions Transfer Roadmaps. You can check out those on the website, see exactly how best to prepare for the major that you're interested in. In terms of looking at your credits, it's important to know how those credits might transfer. So we got some transfer credit evaluation resources on our registrar's transfer guide. You can look up, if you're at a Virginia Community College, exactly how all your classes are going to transfer. If you're somewhere else, you can look and see the data that we have for those courses at that respective institution. Look at your AP scores, IB, CLEP credit, all of that available for you to kind of piece together exactly what you'd be working with. Virginia Tech also offers a lot of really targeted transfer student programming. So in addition to those clubs and organizations I was talking about, there's some geared specifically towards transfers. The Transfer Student Organization, a living learning community actually on campus. So on-campus housing is available to transfer students, though it is limited and has traditionally a high demand. We have a peer mentor program to help you as you transition to campus and as a new transfer student, and some classes, an honor society, and lots more that you can take part in. You can click on that advising website to learn more. I'll point out that these resources, some of the other stuff I'm going to talk about, are all available on our transfer admissions homepage. That is the best one-stop shop for any transfer resources and getting connected to transfer initiatives and different pages across campus. Here's an important slide about deadlines. So if you decide you're interested in transferring to Virginia Tech, you want to make sure that you meet the application deadlines. Got one coming up for our spring transfer process, October 1st. The summer and fall application deadline is not for some time. You got until March to get that application submitted. You can look at each program's availability on a special page that we've made. Check out which programs are available for each entry term. Most are available for all entry terms. In terms of completing the application process, we've also put together a checklist for you, and that will be really helpful as you complete the several steps, including submitting your common application, as well as completing what we call the self-reported academic record, or SRAR. And that takes the place of sending transcripts in the admissions process. We actually trust you to report your academic information and grades to us so that we can evaluate that with your application. Now, here's a quick snapshot, a look at the cost of attending Virginia Tech, in-state tuition fees, room and board, as well as out-of-state tuition fees, room and board. Now, that room and board piece is especially variable for transfers. I mentioned that some transfers live on campus. This would be about what they would expect, but most transfer students will be living off campus. obviously navigating that room and board piece, there's a lot of options, and so that can be pretty variable. In terms of looking at resources, there are a lot of resources available on the website for you to check out costs, to look at scholarship and financial aid information, all of those types of things. Some great statistics I don't really have time to go into, but I just want to kind of round it up by saying that overall, the retention rate of Virginia Tech's 90% plus each and every year, because students are happy and satisfied with the array of options that they can choose inside and outside of the classroom. Stay connected with us on social media, or again through that transfer homepage. You either even schedule an appointment with me and my colleagues to go more in depth into your individual situation. So thanks so much. We hope to hear from you, and stay safe out there. Thanks.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Coastal Carolina University.
All right. All right, can everybody see that?
Looks good.
All right, perfect. Okay, well, hello everyone. Thank you all for taking the time to tune in. My name is Shay Godwin, and I am the admissions counselor. I'm one of the transfer counselors here at Coastal Carolina University, and we are located in Conway, South Carolina. So I'm just going to give you a few minutes just to kind of go over our institution, just to tell you a little bit about it. But I am actually a graduate from Coastal Carolina. I graduated with my bachelor's degree in history. But also one other thing I like to share as well too is that not only did I graduate from Coastal Carolina with my bachelor's degree, I also met my wife here as well too, and she graduated from Coastal also. So we both really loved it here. And so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about our university. So we are actually a very young institution. We started back in 1954. But even though we're a very young institution, we've been given many awards, and I'm not going to highlight all of the awards, but these are just some of the ones that we do like to highlight here on the campus. So number one, we were named second in the South among all schools in the best value category. So one thing that I love about our university is that we not only give a great quality education here, we try to give it to you at a great affordable cost as well too. For 11 consecutive years, we've been on America's Best College Buys list as well. Down here at the bottom of this slide, you actually see this quote from our current president. His name is Dr. DeCenso. He was actually the president when I was a student here as well. He said that we are dedicated to providing our students an academic experience of the highest quality at a reasonable cost, and strides we have taken to achieve this goal are taken to take hold and to attract national attention. And so, again, this is one of the things that I love about our university is that not only do we want to provide a great quality education for you, we also want to give you a great affordable cost there as well too. These are just some other awards that we have won in the past, and I don't have time to cover every single one, but I'll just cover just a few of them. We were named number 10 in the best undergraduate teaching, number 7 in the top public schools, and this one we were actually given not too long ago, and I was really excited about this one just because I actually work with our veteran students here on the campus. We were named number 25 in the best colleges for veterans, and so this is something that we're very proud of. We do have a very high percent of students who do come from a veteran background, and so we do have a veteran services office here on the campus that I do work pretty closely with. And so if you are coming from a military background and you have questions about how to use like the GI Bill, post 9/11, yellow ribbon, we have representatives in the veteran services office that can assist you with that. But this just tells you a little bit about our university. We are a mid-sized public institution. We have roughly around about 10,400 students, and we have 5 academic colleges on the campus. These colleges will include the Wall College of Business, the Spadoni College of Education, the Edwards College of Humanities and Fine Arts, the Gupta College of Science, and then of course our HTC Honors College and Center for Interdisciplinary Studies. Now, for the sake of time, I obviously can't go over all the different majors that we have here on the campus, but I can tell you that if you do have specific questions about what majors we have, you can always reach out to us, or you can go to our website to coastal.edu. You actually will see it up on the top of the screen where it says academic programs, and you can just click on that and it'll show you all of our bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and even our doctoral degrees as well too. So one thing I also love about our university is we love to call ourselves Teal Nation. We are very proud about that, and you can see from the map why we love to call ourselves that. We have students coming from all over the United States, and not only from the United States, but all over the world as well too. Just to kind of give you an idea of where they're coming from. About 49% of students are in-state, 49% of students are out of state, and then 2% are international or are international students as well. So we have a good bit of diversity here that I'm very proud of. On that map that you see there, the darker teal areas, that's where the majority of our students will be coming from, is up that I-95 corridor. So you can see that we do have a good variety of students that come, and we even have a lot of students from Virginia come as well too. And so just to kind of talk a little bit about the admissions process, we have about 15,000 applications that we review every single year. So this leads me to what we're exactly going to be looking for and what are the requirements. So the first thing you'll want to do is just make sure you fill out the application, which you can find on our website at coastal.edu. You'll see where it says apply now, or you can go to coastal.edu/apply, and that'll take you right to our application page. So basically what we need in order to review your file is we will need all of your official college transcripts. So that'll include all of your current colleges, your past colleges, and even your colleges that you took while you were a student in high school, so like dual enrollment there as well. We do want you to have an overall cumulative GPA of a 2.0 or higher, and you need to have, well, you don't need to have, but most of our transfer students like to have at least 24 transferable credits. And the reason is because if you have at least 24 transferable credits, you actually just need to send your college information. You are not required to send your high school information. And one other thing is that we do want you to be in good academic standing, so you need to have at least an overall GPA of a 2.0 or higher. But most of our transfer students will have anywhere from a 2.8 to a 2.9 GPA. Now, if you're under the 24 transferable credits, that's perfectly fine. You would just need to send your high school information, which would be your final high school transcript and then your ACT or your SAT scores. Unless you're at the age of 22, you're not required to send your official test information. But these are just some priority dates. We are rolling admissions, so we do review applications all throughout the year. For our summer semester, or I'm sorry, for our fall semester, you would want to have everything in by June 1st, and then for our spring semester, you'll just want to have everything in by November 1st. And so once we have all of your official documents, we can review your file and give you a decision in 2 to 3 weeks. Well, everyone, that's all that I have for you guys, and I'll actually go to this page right here. If you have other questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can always reach out to me through email or a phone call, but these are our other transfer counselors. So you see Caitlin Jacobs, you see myself there, and then my other colleague, Jenna Ranso. So if you have questions, please feel free to reach out, and I'll be happy to answer any other questions. So thank you all so much. Just take care and stay safe, and have a great day or a great night.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Troy University. Your audio is very quiet.
We are a state school based out of Troy, Alabama. We started back in 1887, and we have steadily grown. We now have 4 main campuses down there, but what we actually promote up in Hampton Roads is actually our Troy Online. So we actually aim to help people do everything 100% online versus going to the physical campus. So we do have a very close and long-standing commitment working with the United States military as well as their family, but we also help anybody who's just looking to go to school. We are accredited with SAC, which is a regional accreditation for the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. And we do have specialized accreditations for both our business program, which is our most proud achievement. That's the AACSB. And we're also especially accredited in our sports management and our MSN. We do have a couple of recognitions. I won't go through everything. A lot of them are for our online school, but that's mostly because that's what we focus on right now. So we have been named by Ford, Princeton Review, as well as College Choice and Best Online Programs from US News. We are trying to continue to grow. We have reopened the college campuses. We are constantly doing online. That actually never changed with COVID, but we are, everything is full force with our upcoming terms. We do have a term that starts on October 12th. We do 5 with our online program versus the standard spring and fall semesters that you have in main campus. This is actually our Hampton Road Support Center. It's located at 100 Volvo Parkway, Suite 300 in Tuscaloosa, Virginia. It is actually one of our prizes is the fact that we are a testing center. We are currently doing CLEP exams. Essentially, you just have to call the main office, which the number is here, to set up a time to come in to do the exam. We also can help people at that site. That's where me and my coworkers, Michael Camden and Monique Rico Chavez, are based out of. And we actually can help students register for classes, get on submit applications, that kind of thing. So we are, by large, trying to provide quality education opportunities for working adults and non-traditional students through all of our online innovative programs and our delivery methods. We try to give our students a comprehensive and competitive education that they can complete at any time, anywhere. Our students do enjoy the freedom to earn their degrees at their own pace. Essentially, they can choose when they're going to take classes, what terms they can opt out of terms. It all kind of depends on what your particular schedule is like. We want to fit into your lives versus trying to work your way around trying to go back to school. We do have a couple of different versions of our online programs. We have an associate's degree you can earn online, 29 options of bachelor degrees. You have an undergraduate certificate in digital forensics. We do have an undergraduate degree in digital forensics, 58 options on master's degrees, and 5 doctoral options, as well as 12 graduate certificate options. Our tuition rate, we try to be very compatible and competitive with other online schools. Our undergraduate tuition rate is $338 per credit hour. Our graduate.
Hey, Danielle, it seems like some of the attendees are having a hard time hearing you. Is there any way to turn your audio up?
It is at maximum volume right now.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that helped at all. Am I any louder?
Not really.
Okay. Mike, do you want to take over? This is as loud as my computer gets.
Anna, did she suggest that I take over?
Yeah, that's a lot louder.
Okay, so our tuition rates for undergrad are $338 per credit hour, 3 credit hours per course. For graduate, $494 per credit hour. This is based on the 2021 catalog, and we do have, of course, have scholarship opportunities. Next slide, please. Danielle. All right. We're proud to offer excellent resources for our military community. We have the Troy for Troops Center for our veterans and military families. We have a military family scholarship as well as an active duty scholarship for our military community. We have an online transfer award. We can give you more details about all of these things. You're welcome to email me at jhamden@troy.edu. You can look us up at www.troy.edu as well. We appreciate y'all's time, and I know that this is an important decision for all of y'all, and we'd be happy if you pick Troy University. Just to recap, we are completely online in Virginia, and if you do want the university campus experience, get that down in Troy, Alabama. It's a beautiful campus, and that's where we have our sports and the Sun Belt Conference, as well as our clubs and classrooms and all of the amenities of the college experience. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you. And lastly, we'll be hearing from Bridgewater College. Excuse me.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Jarrett Smith. I am the Director of Admissions, and I appreciate you taking some time out of your schedule to see if Bridgewater might be the right fit for you. To start things off, our student body. Bridgewater is a growing enrollment right now. When I was a freshman in the fall of 1999, then student enrollment was about 1,100 students, completely undergraduate. Today, as we opened up this fall semester, you can see enrollment is over 1,600 students, and we have a graduate student population. We'll talk about that in the coming slides of academics. Bridgewater also is a small private liberal arts. Our student body, you can see the breakdown there of men and women. Over 30% come from a diversity of race and ethnicities. 75% of our students do come from the state of Virginia. We have 28 states represented in 34 different foreign countries. And over 30% of our students are student athletes, NCAA. Our academics are broken up into 4 divisions. Within those divisions, there are 31 majors, 15 minors, and we have 4 graduate programs. Graduate programs are new for Bridgewater. We started our Master's of Science in Athletic Training 3 years ago. The next year, we opened up a Master's of Arts in Digital Media Strategy. This past summer, we welcomed 2 new cohorts into campus with us, a Master's of Science in Human Resource Management and a Master's of Psychology, Mental Health Professions. All 4 of our graduate programs have a 4-1 or 3-2 component. So in 5 years, you'll graduate with a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. There are 2 programs on campus that students need to know ahead of time that they're interested in majoring in. One would be athletic training, and the second being our education program. Those 2 academic programs have an application process for students once they are on campus. But all students admitted to Bridgewater have access to declare any major, any minor that they want to during their time at Bridgewater. Athletics is a big identifier for our student body. As I mentioned earlier, about 30% of the students participate in a varsity level sport. We are Division III, part of the ODAC, the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. We offer over 23 different NCAA teams. We have an equestrian program. With our equestrian program, we have a 75-acre horse farm, 5 miles from campus. It's got 2 25-stall barns, 2 outdoor arenas, and the largest privately owned indoor arena on the East Coast. We also offer cheerleading, which is sideline cheerleading, and a dance team. And then our athletic teams have done well in the recent years with 11 national championships. All students admitted to Bridgewater, even transfer students, have an option to receive financial aid, some sort of financial aid assistance from Bridgewater. Institutional aid, state aid, and federal aid are those 3 types. Our merit scholarships are awarded to students based off of their cumulative post-secondary GPA. They start at $17,750 and go up to over $25,000. If a student is not from the state of Virginia, they'll qualify for our out-of-state scholarship at $3,500, and then we have a Church of the Brethren scholarship as well with $2,500 or $1,500. Those students that are from Virginia will qualify for the Virginia Tuition Assistance Grant. That's a grant awarded by the state of Virginia to students from Virginia who attend a Virginia private college or university, which Bridgewater is. And then 3rd type of aid students could receive is federal aid through the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid. You can see there as well, 99% of Bridgewater students receive some form of aid. Our average gift aid is over $20,000 for students. The admissions process is pretty quick and pretty easy. We have a rolling admissions process for our transfer students. Our application is on our website, bridgewater.edu. It takes about 15 minutes to fill out the 3 steps of the application. What we'll need in terms of supplemental items is your final high school transcript, official post-secondary transcripts from each institution that you've attended, SAT or ACT scores if you have less than 26 credits. You can self-report your SAT or ACT scores on your application, and we also accept a PDF version of your student report page. Emily Helms is our Assistant Director of Admissions, our transfer counselor. You've got her phone number there and her text number as well. And then we encourage you to follow us on our social media, Instagram as well. It's really an exciting time in our history at Bridgewater. Not only have we grown enrollment and not only have we added new graduate programs, but we're going to look to increase our enrollment and we're going to look to add additional graduate programs to our campus. We're not going to add an MBA program to Bridgewater. In our opinion, the world of higher ed in Bridgewater doesn't need an MBA program. There's plenty of other people out there doing that. So we're trying to add graduate school programs that are intentional for our students. How do we take something that our undergraduates are already doing and doing well, and how do we expand on that? How do we add value to their education with a master's program? The other piece that I mentioned there about growing enrollment, I said earlier that when I was a freshman in the fall of '99, enrollment was about 1,100. We're at 1,600 now. We have growth plans to be about 2,000 students. We feel that 2,000 students allows us to be a little bit more impactful for our students, but also allows us to remain small and close-knit like we are now. Our average class size is 21. We have a 14-to-1 students-professor ratio. I even had a senior seminar class that I was one of 4 students in. So it's going to be a personalized, well-knit education for you. Thanks for your time tonight.
Thank you. So thank you all for joining us. When I close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at strivescan.com/Virginia. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/Virginia. Thank you.
Thanks, Hannah.